Hello everyone. In this session, we'll be talking about how we can create a dual combination chart. But first, let us understand what exactly is the dual combination chart. A dual combination chart, also known as the combo chart with dual axis, is a versatile visualization technique that allows you to display two different kind of data series, such as bars and lines on the same chart with dual axis. This chart type is incredibly useful when you want to compare and visualize the data with different measurements, units, or scales. In a dual combination chart, you can combine various chart types, including the bars, lines, and markers to represent the different data series. Each data series is associated with either the primary or the secondary axis, which allows you to visualize them side by side. This enables you to highlight the relationship or the trends between two sets of data that might have distinct units or magnitudes. During our practical demonstration in Tableau, we will explore how to create these dual combination charts to visualize and compare the data effectively using dual axes. You will also learn how to assign the dimensions and measures to the appropriate chart type, customize the labels and colors for clarity, and also ensure that both axes are properly scaled for meaningful comparisons. Whether you are comparing the sales revenue and profit margin, temperature and precipitation, or any two datasets with different measurement units, dual combination chart provide a clear and informative way to convey the insights and facilitate the data-driven decisions. Now, let's go to the Tableau screen and see how we can create these dual combination charts. So I'm in my Tableau screen and we are working with a global superstore dataset. If I click on Show Me menu, here you can see there is an option to create this dual axis chart or dual combination chart. To create a dual combination chart, you need one date field, zero or more dimensions, and at least two measures. So this would create a dual chart for you. But why are these particular fields important? You see two measures because you need to create a dual combination chart, and it can be only a combination if you have at least two measures. That's why the minimum requirement is to take two measures. Now let's see how we can create this kind of chart. So let's say I'm taking the order date and I'm taking this order date with sales and profit. Okay. So after taking this, if I want to convert it into the dual axis chart, what I can do is I can go in the show me menu and I can click on dual combination chart and it would create a chart for me. Now let's try to understand this chart first. On the right hand side, I have this legend where the green color says that this particular thing is profit and the blue color says that this is the sales line that is going on. The dual combination chart shows you a variety of visualization options. For example, the sales over here is shown in the form of a line chart, whereas the profit is shown in the form of a bar chart. Now, you can say that the sales and the profit are not at a similar scale. If you look at over here, so the sales is typically 9 times greater the profit that is happening. That means these lines trying to touch each other, the bars is entirely different over here. That means we are doing something wrong over here right now. So to make it correct, what I can do is if you want to bring them at a similar scale, you have to scale these two values down and bring them at a similar scale. So what I can do is I can right click over here in any kind of axis do you want, and you can choose the option of synchronize axis, and this would synchronize the axis for you. Now, so the values might look that they are far from each other, but right now they are showing the exact values, whatever the profit is happening and whatever the sales is happening. So this is known as the dual axis chart. If you want to convert any kind of visualization, for example, this is a line chart and this is a column chart or the horizontal bar chart, you can say over here, since it's a vertical right now, I want to change it into any other type. What I can do is you can see on the marks card, I have these two options. The first one is for the sum of profit. The second one is for the sum of sales. If I look at the sum of sales, it is showing as automatic, but this is a line. So if I even click on the line, there is no difference over here. If I want to convert this particular bar chart into any other kind of chart, I can easily do that. You have to click on this sum of profit and instead of bar, you can try to choose circles. So it would be showing you in the form of circles. So these are some of the ways in which you can try to change the shape. Because Tableau doesn't offer too much creativity in the show me menu, the only option that it was showing is for the bars. So to change the bars into any other format so that it looks good, what you can do is you can try to use these kind of values. Now, for example, what if I have taken the sales as the bar and the sum of profit in the form of lines? Now you can see they are coinciding with each other because the sum of profit is less than the sum of sales. Now they are trying to pinpoint, like they are merging somewhere over here, somewhere over here. So it is showing you these profits also. Again, you can right click over here and try to synchronize the axis and see it would then go inside. If you want to see this clearly, you can go in the sum of sales and in the size option, you can try to decrease the size. So let's say right now I'm trying to keep the size as manual instead of fixed and I'll just increase the thickness from here. So now it is easily visible. The profit is going inside from over here, and the profit is somewhere, the topmost is nearly around 500K. So it is easier to view now. If you want to see the bars in the form of, let's say, the dots, you can do it. You can try to change the bars instead of circles, and now they are looking over here at the top. You can try to change the label, and you can also give the label in the profit. Okay, now it is visible. So you can try to create these values, and you can look how different they are showing when you are using these customization options instead of circle. If you try to add the other shapes, how it would affect these overall visualization. Because right now we cannot be creative with just show me options. We have to use all these creativity options over here, which are present in the marks chart, to make our visualization more appealing. And this would then turn our visualization to convey the message effectively. Also, you can try to interchange these values and see what happens. So previously, whenever we are trying to replace these values, something was happening. Either first thing was just coming ahead, and the second thing was trying to group in over here. Let's see if I try to do these things. So you can see these type of things would happen when you are replacing these values, because these things are entirely dependent over here in the marks card right now. Okay, so you can try to just replace these values and try to take the help of these marks chart and see what are the different results that we are getting. You can also try to change the color of these lines. You can go in the colors option, and over here you can try to edit the colors. Let's say I'm giving the profit a dark green type of color, so it looks good, and the sales is shown in the form of these blue filled dots. The other option that gets activated whenever you are having a line kind of chart is the path option. This path option is typically helpful when you are having these dual charts, because over here, if one graph tries to overlap the other one, it is difficult to see those values. So what you can do is you can go in the path option, and here you can choose a different pattern of line, such that even if this dot is coinciding over here somewhere, so I am easily able to see the values. And at that point of time, it would be very helpful for me to identify which one is the profit and where is the sales exactly coinciding with this particular point. So this was all about the chart. And even if you want to hide these values, right now they are visible in the form of labels. So what I can do is I can just right click over here and choose this show header option, and I can switch it off. Okay, I can do the same with this profit option over here. Now, since with the help of this little legend, I'm easily able to identify that this is sales and this green one is profit, I don't need the headers right now to typically compare the values. You can also do the customization option over here. Just right click over here and choose format option, and then go in the lines option, rows option, and choose the grid lines to be none. Now this chart is clear. Apply a good shade over here by going to the shading option, the worksheet option, and choose a default color for your need. Now this is a bit more advanced as we have typically made. You can also try to add the sheet number over here and adjust it in the center align, and this would be ready for your task. So this was all about the dual axis chart. You can try to create these dual axis chart and see how they affect your visualization. So in the next chapter, we'll be talking about scatter plot and see how we can compare two different measures. Thank you.